Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In War of the Visions, let's look at what is really kind of the first high difficulty content in the game. And then this is a quest that you beat in order to get materials to craft some nice pieces of armor. Up to now, really the most difficult content has been the PvP, but this is the first sort of like event quest that is really super high level. And this is what I was really looking forward to. It's fun, you know, to collect all of the materials and things in order to level up your guys. But you want to be able to use your guys, you know, for something high level, so that's what this is. And then based on what different people are saying, a lot of players are saying they can't beat it at all. And then a few players are saying that they can beat it on auto. And then there are a few players like me who take like 20 or 30 minutes to beat it. But this is what I wanted, like I said earlier. Kind of reminds me of the console tactics games, where it can take, you know, 20-30 minutes to beat one level. And then the missions and then the rewards for this. You get special rewards for beating it once, 3 times, or 5 times. And then also once or 3 times in match play. I don't know if I'm going to go through and then beat it 3 or 5 times myself, because I don't feel like spending a half hour each play. But I might do the 3 match clears, because that might be worth the rewards. But this quest, it asks for level 80 units with job levels 12. And then that's the highest of any mission that has come out so far. So let's look at my team here. First is a Christmas Mashiri, and then she's going to be one of my main damage dealers. She kind of is under the radar. Like, most people pay attention to Christmas Ramada or Landu or stuff, but Christmas Mashiri might actually be my MVP here. For equipment, I gave her the Dragon Horn Spear, and then the Ifrit Esper. That will raise her overall attack, and then also the attack for all of my team members. And then the card on the end there, which will raise pierce damage. The sub job, I gave her the Hunter to give her lots of long-range attacks. And then I gave her some passive skills, which will raise her attack. And then a counterattack, which can maybe drain the enemy. Okay, next up is going to be Monto, and then I built him as a tank. I could have brought Engelbert, but he's light element, and there's lots of dark element enemies in here who will do extra damage on him, so I went for Monto instead. For him, he has the pretty straightforward stuff. I gave him the Love's Promise card on the end in order to attract more attacks to him. I gave him the Paladin sub-job, and then all of the passive and reaction abilities that would raise his defense capabilities. Okay, next is another damage dealer. This is Mediana. And then she's doubling up on the Black Mage jobs. And then she has the Moogle card, which will give her Slayer for the boss, and then also resistance to dark damage. And then Shutaro here, he is another damage dealer. I gave him the Golden Blade. I got that up to the 5th level. And then he has the Shadowbringer's card, which will again raise his dark resistance. And then Ayaka, she is my healer. This is the first fight where I've ever really needed her, because, you know, all of the easier quests, you get through it so quickly that you don't need healing. But this one, definitely, I needed a healer, so really happy to put Ayaka to work here. And then she's only level 55, but knowing that she could be really essential for high-level quests, I do want to bring her to level 79. And then her too, she has a rare card from the Final Fantasy XIV collaboration, which again will raise the dark element defense. Okay, I think that will do it for the team introduction. Next, let's go into the quest. And I'm not going to show the whole thing, of course. I'm not making a 30-minute video. But I'll just show some of the highlights. And then something that I discovered very early is that if you stay far away enough from an enemy, then they'll just sit there. You won't proc them. So first thing I'm going to do here is move all of my guys to the back of the field, so that I can limit the number of enemies that will come towards me. And then the other enemies will just kind of sit in the back, and I can worry about them later. But lots of enemies here, and they all have like high defense, and they also do a lot of damage, so this is a pretty tough quest. So the Cactars here, they have the 1000 needles attack. They also have a 10,000 needles attack. Most of my guys, they can survive the 1000 damage at a time, but nobody can survive 10,000, so... that seems to come out... I've heard it comes out when the Cactar's HP gets low. So yeah, the more efficiently you can take him down, the better. And then Shuteru, as a with the ninja sub job, he has the Shuriken, and that's a very powerful long-range attack. But he also has the Anton, kind of that dark element ranged attack, which actually does more damage on these Cactars, so I'm using it on them. Okay, there's the Iron Giant. I want to stay far away from him, save him for last. And then Ayaka, she doesn't really have anything to do in the beginning. She doesn't need to use TP points to raise AP skills, because she doesn't really have any AP skills. Alright, but with Mediana, let's use the Blizzara. We'll do some damage to both of the Cactars. And then Monto, I did give him the Metal Slayer Sword, so he'll get a little bit of extra like set damage against these Cactars. But I didn't want to move him close enough to the Cactars, because I might, you know, awaken one of the enemies, so we'll just keep him behind. Okay, just keeping my guys back as far as I can, but more Cactars are coming out. And then in a little while, Marlboros will be coming out as well. But I'm just gonna, you know, pretty much stick to this little hill and just attack whoever's coming at me. And then with Ayaka, we're going to heal whomever is taking hits. Usually that's going to be Mondo. Okay, so here finally, let's use Ayaka's Limit Break. She has this charged up from the beginning, but I wanted to save it for the right time. It's like a big area of effect heal. Okay, nice jump there from Christmas Mashiri. Okay, and then here let's use Mediana's Limit Break. It doesn't do great damage on the Cactars, so I'm saving it for the Marlboro and then the Dark Element. Okay, let's use Raise again with Ayaka. Let's try to get Monto up. But the Raise will fail. That's too bad. I really should raise the level of that Raise. But maybe more ideally, maybe raise her job level so that I can unlock a Rise. Okay, so by taking down that Dark Element, finally I've taken down everybody that has come to my little hill. But the only two characters that I have left are Shuteru and then Christmas Mashiri. And then on the enemy side, there's one Marlboro, one Dark Element, and then the Iron Giant. What I'm going to do with my guys is I'm going to slowly move just one panel at a time, and then see if I can proc just one enemy at a time. This is a very turtley way to play, but this is often how I play most any game. And one nice thing about taking down all of the guys just in one area is that all of their crystals are concentrated, so I can save that for healing when I need it. And then, if an enemy gets close to me, I'm not going to just dash in there and start attacking it. I'm going to wait again for it to come to me, just so I can proc fewer enemies at once. Okay, Dark Element is gone. We'll move Shooter in. Unfortunately, that was the square that would proc the Iron Giant, and he hits me with his giant attack, which has giant range, and then half the life is gone from Shooter. But now that the Iron Giant is in play, we can start to attack him. But even though the Iron Giant has been awakened, the Marlborough back there has not. So if we can, keep him isolated, that would be ideal. And then Mashiri, she doesn't have enough AP, so we'll kind of retreat, use a TP skill. And then we can get AP points by either attacking or using TP skills. So as long as I have TP points, I'll use those. Once I run out, then I'll switch to just physical attacks. Okay, but with Shutaru, let's use the Anton, that dark ninja magic. And then we'll move away and then pick up one of the crystals for healing. And then it seems like if you move out of the range of the Iron Giant, it will like stop like moving or like doing anything. So I can actually kind of go in and out, do some attacks on the Iron Giant, like retreat, and then that might be the way that I could get through him. I'm really not doing a lot of damage, and then I did play this match battle a couple times with some partners that were using Orlando. Orlando was doing a lot of damage for some reason. It might have been because of the breaks that he can do. So if I were to play this again, maybe I would want to look at breaks. I could do that with Monto or like Etoa or stuff. Okay, but another ranged attack from Shutaru, and then he'll pick up another crystal. And enemies still seem to be frozen. Okay, next, let's use the horizon jump with Christmas Mashiri. Very long range, but it can only hit guys on her same elevation, so gotta move to that right elevation for the Iron Giant. She can get the damage in. She will get the next attack, but Christmas Mashiri is actually pretty beefy for an attacker. Much more than a Shutaru, I would say. Alright, Shutaru needs the AP points as well, so we'll use a TP skill with him. And then this crystal, maybe Mashiri does not need... Well, yeah, she does for HP. But also I want to prevent the Iron Giant from getting it. And then here, let's summon Ifrit. Alright, not a ton of damage, but it's kind of a free attack. I don't need to spend TP or AP to use it, so that's good. And I guess we're too close, so we procced the Marlborough, so that kind of makes things more complicated for me. But I have a Shuriken charged up, so we'll move in. Let's see if we can hit that Iron Giant. Great. And I'm wondering if the Iron Giant maybe has like a self-buff of some kind. If I brought like a Dispel, maybe I could lower his defense, but don't have that on me at the moment, so we'll just, pick away at him little by little. And then after you summon an Esper in this game, the look of the field will change for a few turns, so that's kind of a cool effect. Okay, giant damage on Shutaru again, and then he is paralyzed. I didn't give him the paralysis resistance. So now I'm very worried that he's going to die, since he can't escape. And then Mashiri has no AP, so can't use any special skills. But we'll move away. We'll use a TP skill, pick up a crystal, and then hope and pray that Shuteru makes it to the next turn. Okay, and it looks like that he will, so we'll move him away. And then we'll use Hide. This lowers the chance that he'll be targeted, so hopefully that will help him survive until the next turn. Okay, the look of the field returns to normal. Marlborough moved up, but did not attack Shuteru, so that's great. With Mashiri, I was thinking about using a skill against the Marlborough, maybe one of the Hunter long-range skills. But I wanted to charge her AP gauge instead, so we just used a physical attack. She is a spear user, so she can attack from 2 panels away. And that allowed my Shuteru to move away, pick up the crystal, and then, yeah, he's now back in the fight, basically. Okay, he has another shuriken charged up. But we'll wait to use it for a later turn. We'll just pick up a crystal instead. I think it's more important to restore the HP than get an attack in. But we'll use the self buff. That will raise his chances of a critical hit. Okay, another physical attack on the Marlborough. Get that AP gauge up. And Iron Giant is taking a nap, apparently. Alright, I'm looking for a good place to use the shuriken. There we go. Okay, there's that critical we were hoping for. And then Mashiri will finally get in that last blow. Alright, then she'll pick up the crystal. And then I think here I'm going to stall until that Marlborough turns into a crystal, so we'll skip ahead here. Okay, Marlborough is a crystal. So we'll go back to using TP skills. And then Mashiri has her limit break filled up, but that takes AP points. It's not a free attack, so I might prefer to use just some like jumps or other like hunter attacks, like multiple of those, rather than just one limit break. Okay, but I have the horizon jump ready with this very long range, so we'll find a good distance. There we go. And let's do that. And we might be far away enough, actually, that we will not proc the boss. So if we can just keep attacking the boss from this distance, that would be great. Okay, nice damage there from Shuteru. Okay, nice damage there from the horizon jump. I think we're maybe one attack away. Alright, let's see what Mashiri can do. Again, she can do the horizon jump, so let's do that. And down she comes. Great. Okay, so that was my first clear of what is the first high-level content of the game. That was kind of nostalgic for me. It kind of reminded me of the old days of Final Fantasy Tactics when it can take you a long time to clear one mission. I think the one clear might be enough for me. I was really hoping for those purple shards in order to raise the levels of my weapons. But otherwise, maybe I'll join the match battles, especially with friends with Orlando, and then try to get those 3 clears. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.